Ever wondered why we celebrate New Year's Day on January 1st? Well, buckle up because we're going on a time travel. Our journey takes us back to ancient Rome, where the calendar initially began in March. Yes, you heard it right, March. The Roman calendar was a 10-month one, starting in March and ending in December. But things changed when the second king of Rome, Numa Pompilius, came into power. He decided to add 2 more months, January and February, making the calendar a 12-month one. However, the calendar still began in March. So how did January become the first month of the year? Enter Julius Caesar, the Roman general who played a pivotal role in the rise of the Roman Empire. In 46 BC, he reformed the Roman calendar, making January the first month of the year. And voila, that's why we celebrate New Year's Day on January 1st. So thanks to Caesar, we now start our year in the middle of winter. But who throws the first party each year? Well, let me tell you. It's the diminutive island nation of Kiribati, situated smack dab on the international dateline in the Pacific Ocean. As the world turns, Kiribati is the very first place to welcome the new year, while the rest of us are still finishing off our December 31st. Now, let's take a quick journey to its neighbor, Samoa. The interesting thing about Samoa is that it's one of the last places on Earth to bid adieu to the old year. This is because Samoa is just west of the international dateline. So, while Kiribati is popping the champagne at the stroke of midnight, Samoa is still stuck in the previous year, twiddling its thumbs. So, here's a fun thought. If you could teleport or had a super speedy jet, you could technically celebrate New Year's twice by hopping from Samoa to Kiribati in less than an hour. Imagine you could celebrate New Year's twice if you could hop from Samoa to Kiribati in less than an hour. New Year's Eve. Time to party, right? But do you know how much we spend on those celebrations? Let's break it down. Globally, we're talking about a staggering sum. From the glitzy parties in New York and London to the humble homes in rural towns, the world collectively opens its wallet to ring in the new year. In the United States alone, the average person spends over $200 on New Year's Eve festivities. And that's not even counting the millions of bottles of champagne that are popped open. Speaking of champagne, did you know that over 300 million bottles are consumed globally on this night alone? That's a lot of bubbly. And let's not forget about the fireworks. Cities around the world spend millions to light up the sky in a dazzling display of pyrotechnics. So the next time you're clinking glasses and watching the fireworks, remember this. Who knew saying goodbye to one year and hello to another could be such an expensive affair? Now, let's blow your mind with some surprising New Year's facts. Let's start with a trip to ancient Persia. You might be aware of the tradition of giving and receiving gifts during the new year. But did you know that in ancient Persia, people exchanged eggs as New Year's gifts? Yes, you heard it right. Eggs, symbolizing productivity. This tradition was meant to wish the receiver a fruitful and prosperous year ahead. So, if you're thinking about what to give your loved ones this new year, maybe consider the humble egg. It's a cracking idea, isn't it? Now, let's take a leap from Persia to Spain, a country famous for its unique and vibrant traditions. One such tradition is the eating of 12 grapes at the stroke of midnight. Each grape represents good luck for 1 month of the coming year. The challenge is to eat all 12 grapes during the 12 strokes of midnight. And if you manage it, you're believed to have a year filled with good fortune. So if you're in Spain during New Year's Eve, don't be surprised to see people around you furiously munching grapes as the clock strikes 12. Finally, let's head over to Scotland, a land of mystic folklore and warm hospitality. Here, we find the tradition of first footing. According to this custom, the first person to step into a home after the stroke of midnight is expected to bring along gifts. These gifts, usually symbolic of wealth, warmth, and good cheer, are believed to bring good luck for the coming year. It could be anything from a loaf of bread, a lump of coal, to a bottle of whiskey. So, if you're visiting Scotland on New Year's Eve, Remember to pack some gifts. You never know whose first footer you might end up being. And there you have it, folks. The new year is not just about resolutions and parties, but a rich tapestry of historical traditions and interesting facts. So, as we bid goodbye to the old and welcome the new, remember, every day is a new beginning. Happy New Year!